So we were completed till the selection screen at slide number 29. Now we are discussing at slide number 30. So I think we already discussed the transaction code creation for the TMG, table maintenance generator. So however, we can also go ahead and see that for selection screen. Okay. So T code is a transaction code used whenever executing the particular task in SAP using each task is associated with the application in SAP. Okay. So each function in SAP ERP has an SAP transaction code associated with it. Function means it can be anything. Program creation associated with SC38, table creation associated with SC11, tax code creation which is associated with FTXP. Similarly, we have some number of functions in SAP which are associated with transaction code. So transaction code, to create the custom transaction code is SC93. SC93 is a transaction code which is using to create the custom transaction codes. So we have the 5 options which we already saw in table maintenance generator creation. Now we're going to see that program with selection screen, second option. Okay. So what was our last program? SC38. Selection screen 1 we were using, right? This was our screen. Example, this is a program. We need to create the transaction code for this. Okay, I'm just putting SC93 in the new session /OSC93. Okay. For this program, we need to create the 20 example selection. Example, this will be the transaction code we wanted to create. Okay. So we need to click on create. Similar to previous one, we need to provide the transaction code. Selection screen example. And if you're going with the reporting concept, any of the report in SC38 using which we consider as an executable program. How to check an executable program or module pool programming or different programming? We can check in attributes. This we already created. We can see here. This is executable program. If it is an executable program, it is comes under cell program with selection screen. Okay, report transaction. We have to select this, and then we already done this transaction with parameters for SM30 for the table. Okay, now we are doing this program with selection screen. Click on continue. So you can see out of this screen, which is a mandatory field as per selection screen. Program. So what is our program name? Left side Z20 selection screen _1. Okay, and this should support it to SAP GUI for HTML, which we log in through browser. It should support for Java stack if you're logging for a Java logon pad, if you're using Apple and all, there we need to log in with this Java stack. Now we are accessing through Windows. Okay, it should support for all the scenario, all these 3 scenarios. If you want to restrict only for particular group of people, then you can mention authorization object here. Okay, that will be provided by the security team. We can ask them to provide an authorization object. If not, then we can ask them to create authorization object in the SU3 or SU24 transaction, I think. Click on save. Save in the package. Save in the transport. Okay. So click on execute. Are you able to see the same output here?
Yeah.
Yeah. We can also run this transaction in command bar. We open the initial screen. This is SAP initial screen, SAP easy access screen. We can also open this here transaction. We'll open the same report. So in this report, actually, we have only selection screen. If you would have the full program with the selection of data, displaying everything, that can be executed using next step. Now it will not execute because we don't have reading data. We have only initial screen. We don't have output screen. If you have output screen, if you execute, that will also display with the same transaction. Okay. Next one, views in data dictionary. Okay, so data dictionary, how much we completed till now? Table creation, data element and domain, table type and structure we completed. Still we have remaining around 9 to 8 objects are there. Okay, so view is the one of the object in SAP data dictionary. We open here views C11. You can see we completed table. The data type we completed data element, structures and table type. We completed domain, but still we have views, type, group, search help and lock object. We need to understand. Okay, since we are planning to move to actual concept, we have to clear this. Okay, so now we are discussing views. Again, views we have 4 types. First, we'll see that what is view. View in SAP ABAP are used to summarize the data which is distributing among several SAP tables. Okay, so if you want to see the data of multiple tables data in the single screen, we can design as a views. Okay, in the views we can combine the multiple tables data and we can present it as a single table, or we can also directly use this views concept in select queries as well. Okay, we can read the data and we can directly use as a single table, but views are not a physical content. It's a virtual content of physical tables. So distributing among several SAP tables, the data of view is not actual physically stored in database level. Okay, that is storing only runtime environment and it is distributed to background the physical tables. So we have 4 types of views. We have database view, projection view, maintenance and help view. In high level, I'm just discussing database view and maintenance view supported for multiple combination of tables. Projection view is only database view, maintenance view, help view can be supported multiple tables data to be displayed on the single screen. Projection view will support only for single database table. That is a difference, one difference. The another difference is out of these 4 tables, only maintenance view can be maintained the data. If you want to edit, if you want to delete, we can do through maintenance view only. Projection database help view only for displaying of data. Okay. So if you want to create table maintenance generator, that can be supported only maintenance view. Data can be maintained projection view also, but if you want to do through table maintenance generator, we can do through maintenance view only. Okay, now we'll go over one by one and we'll create it. Database view. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Z20 database view. Created for flight tables. You can create. You can see 4 types of database views. 4 types of views. Database view is the first one. Click on copy. Okay, so this is the screen of database view where we're supposed to provide a short description. Here we have to mention the relation tables. Suppose if I mention square table, which is the flight related table. Okay, so now we need to see which is the relation of another tables. So this relation is working based on the foreign key relationship. So foreign key relation is a concept which we can combine the multiple tables. Okay, I'm just searching the relation of tables with this cat. Okay, this are all the relational tables. Basically, we'll get the relation tables in the requirement document. If you wanted to create exploit, if you consider this, I can see here scar and exploit both are updated. In these 2 tables, mandate is a common field. Char table mandate and exploit table mandate. Scar table char ID, exploit table char ID is common. So these both are joint conditions. These both are populated automatically. Okay. Joins anyway we will discuss after 2 classes. have to write in through programmatically. Okay. Just say now we need to populate the fields from the next tab. View fields.
Kishore, Kishore, sorry to stop. That table you already created.
No, these are all standard tables, okay, flight related tables.
Okay, okay,
If you have experience on airlines project, Airbus and those kind of projects, we will be using these
okay,
kind of tables.
okay.
Yeah, these are the standard tables. Yeah, I'll show from SC11 first, then we'll see what is the of content we have in this table. So, our table, airlines table. Okay. So, client, airline code, airline name, local currency of airline URL. Okay, we'll see what are the contents we have. We have 18 tables, 18 records. Okay. We have this much of data. This is all sample data provided by the SAP. Okay. Airlines, Air Berlin, Air Canada, Air France. Okay. There are British Airways. These are some standard old companies which are there more than 30 years. These are all the airline companies which are there more than 30 years. Okay, they provided as a sample data, United Airlines and all. We don't have Indian Airlines because those all come recently, right? SpiceJet and all. So we are combining with one more table also, S flight also we have to check. So flight related table, okay, flight information is there. Airline code, connection number, flight date, amount, how much it they are charging, local currency, aircraft type, what kind of flight it is, ATR flight or Airbus, or we can see what kind of flight it is. Okay, maximum seats and all we can see, bookings, economic class, business class and all we can see, occupied seats for the first class and all. Okay. 397. Execute and we can see the number of entries. So here connection ID, client are common from the between those two tables. Now if you want to see the data combination of these two tables, then we can use the database view. Okay. Here we wanted to, if you wanted to see what is specific fields, we can select those. Click on these table fields. I'm just selecting from SCAR ID, SCAR table. Only these three fields, just copying. Remaining fields I'll copy from S flight. Okay. CAR ID is copied. Connection ID we want, flight date, price, and currency. I want only these fields to be displayed on the screen. So now this will act as a single table. Okay. Save. Transport, it is already saved when we save this tab. Now check. View allows read-only access only. Maintenance is not possible. Maintenance can be done only through table maintenance. If you see here, this is select and conditions. If you want to write, we can write. Maintenance status, it is happening only read-only. So when it is a read-only, we can see we are getting a warning. Right? We need to change this because if you are aware of these three options at table level, display maintenance allowed for, we can do all four operations: create, insert, update, delete. With restrictions only can display. Not allowed, we can't able to display. These are the three options they provided. But however, read only is performed. When there is a read only, we should select this one only to ignore that warning. The warning is gone. If you want to write select conditions, suppose connection ID, CAR ID, you want to write table field is the correct field, CRR ID. Operator, we can write equal to, not equal to. If you want to write, we can write equal to operator. We have number of operators here. Greater than, less than, like option, not like. Okay, equal to I'm just selecting. So I'll go to that table. We take this one, A. We have a number of other also, right? Other companies, Q, SQ also there. just giving comparison value here. If you want to add one more condition, you can add take here under or is if any condition is satisfied, data will fetch, and this both conditions should satisfy. Okay, I'm not taking another condition. This is a condition, and everything is done now. Click on save and check. Selection conditions category. That's okay. This is just warning on. Wait this now. Let me try to remove this. So here we need to see the contents. Click on this. Now see both combination selection screen is designed automatically by the SAP screens. Execute. Are you able to see that combination fields here as a table?
Yeah. It's only displaying ID with the double A.
This is only selected displayed
Okay.
selected fields from the both tables.
Mm-hmm.
Now this view can be used in the report level selections and we have the select queries, right? Select star from we are using table name. Instead of table name, we can use this database B name. Okay. This is a database view. We can't able to maintain only we can visualize the data. So next one is projection view. Projection view will sub only for one table. Within the one table, we can select only required fields. So basis table, I'm using a table, scan table example. Fields, I'm just selecting only 3 fields. Okay. Even the package and transport. Maintenance view, we can also here, we can select read and change. Okay, read only can be selected. Change also can be performed. Save, check, activate. Okay, you can see this field comes under view, it's not a table. We can see the contents here. All 18 entries are displayed, but only for 3 fields, 3 columns it is displayed. If you want to change anything, we can change. Suppose I want to change. Here only we can select, sorry. I want to change anything, we can just suppose Air France, I wanted to change as Air India. You can select here. Air India just modified, save, go back. And if you need to refresh, if it is not updated, you can see it is modified now. Primary keys will not able to see. Whatever is there, blue color, that is a primary key. Will not all having access anywhere in the primary. Even in custom tables, primary keys we can't able to change. Not only standard table, even custom tables as well. Okay. Understood projection view. Projection view also can be used in the table, reporting level. The next one is maintenance view. Use the same combination, star and flight, but now this time we can also do the maintenance. And take the same relation as flight. That's not it. let's try with the difference. Now we can see opposite combination. Okay. Now this time it is not aligned. Background, I mean, for the maintenance point of view, foreign key relation will be reversed. Last time we select with relationship with unsuitable cardinality. Cardinality we select. Cardinality will define that how the relationship is there between the tables. Okay. So basically, cardinality is based on the flight with scar, actually, proper cardinality. That is why it was not taking, since we are doing the maintenance of this table. Okay. We have to give S flight first and then S scar. Now go to the fields. Okay. So few fields are auto populated between the tables. You can say S flight. Okay. These fields are available where we can select remaining fields. Why these 4 fields are selected? Because 4 fields are primary keys here. You can see all our key fields. Additionally, if you want anything, we can select price and currency. From second table, we can take connection ID is already there. Yeah, connection airline's name. Currency is already selected. We don't need this currency code. If you want URL, we can take. Okay. Just randomly selecting, but you don't need to worry. This fields anyway, it will be part of requirement document. Okay. You need to select only those fields. Activate. Yeah. Next, select condition. We already see that S flight air ID equal to I can use the same because since the tables are same. And in maintenance, when it comes to here, we have all the 4 options: read only, read, change, delete, read and change. Okay. So in the projection, we have only change, delete, insert is not there. But here we have read, change, delete, insert also there. So, and we can also mention what kind of data it is: master, transaction data, or system related data, control data. We can select what kind of data it is. Okay. And here also we can restrict. Not allowed is not possible because importance of significance of maintenance views, either it is display or mainly it is for maintenance. So not allowed is not required in this scenario. That is not applicable at all for this concept. That is why it is disabled. I can select allow, save, check, activate. So now we can also see data, see node database view exit for this. So data we can't able to see directly here. We should create the table maintenance view. Go to here, table maintenance generator, authorization object. Last time we created without authorization object. Similarly, I'm just selecting function group. I'm just taking, I'll be taking as same name. So that now one step we provided 100. We started with, like last time I mentioned, 100, 200, 300 we are selecting, and few of the screens are reserved for SAP also. Click on create. Save the package. 3 times it will ask package. 1 time is 2 times transport will learn. Package. Three times it will ask package. After 2 times package, 1 time transport it will allow. After last time it will allow only package.
Sure, this function group, no need to create, just to.
No need to create. What will happen here? It will be regenerated automatically in the background.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah. Prasanna, what you are asking?
No, sir, I'm not asking.
Okay. So function group will be auto populated. I mean, it's basically it will be generated automatically. The function group generated text. We can also check this in SC80, SC37 also. Okay, that is generated one. Okay, now we can see this in SM30. You can see here maintenance view. You can see all the data is maintenance view is generated. These 3 will not update because these 3 are primary keys. Okay. Client anyway it will not display that, even for any of the table client will not come. So total we have 4 fields now along with client. Client is not coming here. Airline and connection flight date will come. Airfare, currencies, if you want to update, we can update. If you click on save, data automatically will save in the database. Data will be distributed into the databases. Okay, so we have this amount, right? AA only, because we filter with AA only, or everywhere you can see the website also will be AA only, because we add the additional conditions. No? Condition car ID will be always AA. That condition will be always satisfied, so data will be filtered. If you want to change airfare, 422 is there, 424. You click on save, so that is saved. Okay, so particular connection, airlines with this connection on this date, we'll see that what was the amount in the table. Now what will be the amount after the change? Okay. Airline A, flight number, connection ID 17, date. That is when we have less entries on the 15 entries. We can see there for particular date. This is the date. We can see 424 is updated in database level. Okay, we have limited fields we are displaying here. Selected fields only we are displaying. However, data will be distributed to database level. Now, last view is help you. Basically, help you means, are you understand what is this icon? It is showing here. What we call this? This we call as a F4 option. Okay, so you can see here we are getting number of tabs. What is this tab? What is the use of this tab? This is a F4 option, and this we call as a search help technically. Okay, for searching the values, it is helping us, right? So that is why we are calling it search help. If you want to see the multiple view of data, example, I'll show one of the transaction MM01, which is a material. If you want to see the materials here, F4 option, we have different views. See, materials can be filtered based on these tables. Okay, so these many views we have to filter the material only. So this such help is helping us to filter the material with these many options. Okay, so this we supposed to create in next session as a collective search help we call. So in the collective search help, we can use, we supposed to provide the selection method. What kind of selection method it is? Basically, it is a table or view. Okay, so that we can use the help view. Basically, we can create the help view and we can pass that help view in the search help. We can also directly use the tables. So we can pass this help view also instead of tables. Help view. Okay. No differences. It's similar to database view, maintenance view thing, but usage will be different. See, selection, we need everything. So we are not going to change. Okay, only read purpose. Help you is only for selection of data. You can activate. Okay, you can see we can't able to see the data as well here. Region. Field maintenance status value is not permitted. Okay, only read only it is purpose. We can only see the data. Okay, and can be selected for the F4 option. So we created help you. This help you will use tomorrow in the search help, and we'll see that how this help you is helping there in the search help. We have multiple such helps. We'll discuss those, and that time we can see how this help you is working. We can see this icon, contents icon is visible. We can't able to see the data here. Okay. Understood how to create 4 views? There is small differences between those. Yeah. Database view for
Yes.
combination of tables, but only for display purpose. Projection view only for single table can be maintained. Maintenance view for multiple tables can be maintained through TMG, not directly, but projection view can be maintained. We change that URL. No? Air France to Air India, we modified air projection. Directly we can modify in table level. But maintenance view we can't able to see and modify. We should have the table maintenance generator. Help view will not able to see the data, can be used in the F4 option. Help is using to capture data from database tables and can be attached to the selection screen fields. Selection screen we designed, right? Okay, let me show you now only. We have time. This is the help view. I'm going to do. I'll open our report which we created. This is our program, right? Selection screen program. I'm just creating here one parameter. Parameter p underscore RID type. Oh, sorry. We have to create such here. Only we can add this. So here we have to attach to the selection screen field as a F4 option. This will be mentioned in the selection method of the selection such help object. Okay. So such help we created here. Just creating Z20. Okay. Elementary such help. So we have 2 types of such helps. Now we are getting elementary such help. Okay, first one. This is only for single view. Okay. Elementary such help. And in selection method, we have to pass that help. Whenever you pass as help view, we can see all the fields here. We have to select the fields from the table. Let me open S11. It is not active. It is active. Okay, spelling mistake. Let me save it. Here we can select the search parameters. You can see all the fields are loaded here from that help view. I wanted char ID and then connection ID, connection airlines name. Only some fields I'm selecting. Price is not required. URL also we can select. So this will be the input of the screen. But in selection screen, I want output only char ID only. Okay. Positions will be serial position I'm there selecting 1, 2, 3, 4. We can also change the orders. Okay. Only that is the thing we need to maintain. Activate. So this is active. Now I'll show how this is working. F4 option. See, suppose we have the screen like this. Okay. In this screen, I have added this F4 option. If you press F4 option, you can see data is coming like this. If you select something, this one, age at Atlantia, it will return that age at value. So now this I'm going to attach this such help to our selection scheme. Understood, guys, how we use the selection method here? You can use the tables also, Mara table, sales order table, some finance tables, anything. So basically, suppose you have the student table, you don't know the student roll number, but you know the student email ID. Okay, so we can identify using the some of the example student number, name, email, age is there. Age and you have age also you are having, and email also you are having, but you don't know the student roll number. So that time when you click on F4, you will get all the data based on the email ID, age. You will select that will return the student number in the return parameter as a exporting. Now this I'm going to use in the code level. Okay, p char ID type. What is the data element? S underscore char. We can see the data element here. I'm just declaring that underscore ID. Okay, for this, I'm attaching that hatch code object. That's such help. Okay. Click on save. We're just enhancing our code one parameter. Forget about other things. We will see only what is the functionality of this match code object such help. So this such help having You can see here we have P underscore char ID. If I click on this, I can see that 397 entries are coming. See, now we got these 4 fields from the help view. Okay. So understood now how this is we call as a elementary search help because we got only single view of the data. If you want
Yes.
multiple view of the data, then we need to create collective search help. I was shown for material, that is collective search help. We can create multiple views. That also I'll show now how to create that. So this anyway we complete. What I'll do. This also we need to convert text elements for this P char ID. Select. See that airline is generated. Activated. I mean, we just need to close since we completed. Okay, this is for material. We have F4 option, standard F4 option. We don't need to. This is collective search help only. This is coming from material table. Have we created match code object here?
No.
But still it is working because search help is already added in the table level. I'll show that where it is added. If you go here, MATNR, right? Mara table. If you go Mara table, from field level, it is already there. I just double click on the Mara table. If you go end-to-end help check, we have the 4th option. Here we can see that search help. Are you able to see mat1 here? Mat1 search help.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is already assigned in this tab. We can also assign this kind of search help in this particular tab, end-to-end help check. We didn't discuss this, but we can add here. This is all the search help. If I open this, double click this, it will go to S11. You see here, collective search help. So what is collective search help? This is a combination of elementary search helps actually. If you see here, include search helps. You can see this is all the search helps. Just now we created one elementary search help. Now, similarly, we need to create multiple elementary search help and we need to combine here. This is not mandatory. All our elementary search help should be maintained. This can be again collective search help. If I double click on this, this is again collective search help underscore A. If you go here, again we have these are all elementary search helps. We need to check whether we have all our elementary search help or collective. This is elementary search help. This is fine. Single search help. If I click on open, you can see material number. If I click on F4, we're getting only single view. See, only single view means 3 columns. It will show directly as a table format. Single view. If it is collective search help, it will show the blocks. Okay. If you see this one, we don't know. This is also elementary search help. There could be a chance collective search help also part of collective search helps. Now we are going to create collective search help similarly. This is there, but similarly I'll create one more in C11. Okay. C11. First we need to create elementary search helps. Okay, for material I'm creating collective search help. First we need to create elementary search helps. Select this radio button when you are creating. Sometimes someone is clicking select this one and they are trying to create this one. It is showing all, it is already exists. They will confuse. We are creating new one, but it is showing it is already exists means it is considering this object. Okay, we have to select this and then create collective search. First we need to create collective search help. Together we need to create finally collective search help. Material data based on material master table Mara. So here selection method would be Mara table. Select here. MATNR I want. MAKDX. Material description will take. Then I can take material type. Only three things I'm selecting. All are importing. Exporting will be material. Save the package and transport. And then active. Is it difficult to create this? You have to mention table and which field supposed to display in the foreground. After selection, which field supposed to return the parameter. That is export. This is importing the foreground, exporting the return value. If I click on F4, we can see this three will not come in the selection screen basically, but this is just for testing purpose. It is generating as for material. If there is a material as a selection screen in AC38, if you click on F4, we'll get all these three columns: material, material description, material type. If you select this one, ROH, I'm aware, and this material description, I'm aware, but I don't know the material. If I double with this data, we can identify. We have a find option. We can identify the data. Double click 10220 will return to material because that is the exporting key. Understood how it is working? My voice is not coming properly.
It is it's coming properly, but it's some kind of echoing.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear. It's not a problem. We can hear. We continue.
So material it is returning. Now this element is HLP is done. Now I'm creating one more. I think we would have used different option. Let me copy with different name. It's not a material. I'll use Mara as option. It's copying with a different name. Okay. Material and delete. I'll tell you why I'm creating like this. So we need to activate since it's a new one. This will also work as the same. Now I'm creating with a different view, Marcy view. This is different table. Finally, we are getting for material identification only. Okay. Selection method would be Marcy table, and parameters we need to select here. Material and plant. Marcy is the material and plant combination data. We can take few more fields. Purchase and we can take. Okay. Three fields. All three are the importing. Material only is exporting. Save the package and transport. Check and activate. Okay, you can execute and see that how F4 is working. Okay, we can see all the materials are there. If you don't know the material, if you know the plant and purchase group, suppose you know the plant 300 and purchase 0002. So for these two combinations, there might be some other materials also there. Okay. Finally, if you want, you can find out the material based on the filter criteria. If I select this, 100 will be returned. This is not the proper combination, but you need to understand how to create a structure. Okay. So now we are creating collective search help with combination of these two elementary search helps. For that one, I'll put it mediana. Collective. Okay. Create collective search help. Now we are getting collective search help. Okay. You don't need to fill anything here. Go to include search help. We have to include those. Mara. What are those? Okay, see here. This is from Mara, and we created one more from Marcy. Okay. Names only we just mentioned. Now we need to do parameter assignment. Click on it. Okay, we have to select for which field we are creating this character search. I just click on reference parameter. Open again. Trigger reference parameter. MATNR. MATNR data element. Import and export. Select this entry. Click on parameter assignment. See, character search material is already there. We need to select which one is relevant. MATNR is matching. Okay, both we should match. Copy the setting. Next, from this also, we have to which assignment we have to. Some tables, it's a material only, but field will be different. Okay, example, I'll show you when we are doing some developments. While doing smart form, I'll show that. Have some scenario for fields are different, but values actually we are calling content is different, but we are calling a different scenario differently. We are calling for the same content. At times fields will be different. So in those scenarios, we have to assign proper field. Now in both cases, material only, MATNR, this is fine, but in some other tables, we are calling as a different. This naming will be different. That time we have to select proper one, which is matching with the material. Okay. Save, check, activate. If you execute for the material, okay, click on F4. So we have two views here. This is from our table, and this is from Marcy table. Okay. We can see if you create multiple tabs, we can scroll. I was use this arrow mark option for Mac one, right? Now, what I'm going to do, I'll use this one. Suppose if you don't want standard one, you wanted to collect the customized one. Also, if you assign this to existing fields, then it will override the existing functionality. 38 in our report, we have Mac one is already working for material. If I use this one as code object, corrective search help, this will override the standard functionality. Activate. For this material, F4 is sorry, not this one. For this material, we have F4. Initially, it was coming Mat1, standard collective search help. Now we create color customized one, right? Now we can see customized one is displaying Mara table and for material data. This is from description. Huh? We can reduce this. We provided the description on the elementary search help, right? That description is coming here. Okay, I can see the both these. Understood what is the search help and how we can assign to a selection screen. Not only selection screen, screens also, module to screen also we can design when we create a custom screen example. MM01 is not a report. This is a screen, okay, screen designing. We have separate concept for that. We will be spending 2 sessions for screen designing. This is also M1 only in the back. Okay, if you want, I'll show that. It is visible here. At one, matter is it's a parameter ID. Now here it is not available. I'll show from screen level it is possible. Status screen number 60. Okay, if you go layout, layout editor will be open. For the screen, it is designed with this code, and we have SAP designed this layout in the screen painter. Are able to see the same here, material and all, same screen design. If you double click on this, are able to see here mat1 and the conversion exit. Here there is a parameter is there in such shall be. Here we can provide the name. They use equal to and they use some conversion exit. Okay.
What is this screen, Kishore?
This is MM01 screen. I mean, how to? Oh, okay, this one you're talking. This is to generate. This is to design the screens. This designer screen painter.
Okay, okay.
Using this, we are designing the screens. So I open the screen from the layout. How the SAP is
Yeah.
designed. You can see this is a screen, right? MM01 screen. In this way, they design arrow marks, down arrow marks, and all headings. So this screen in the background in the search help, you can see here we have search help option. Here also we can assign that. So the previous one is a selection screen for the report. This is a selection screen for application, MM01 application. In both places, we can use a search help that I am trying to say. This is a screen that is a report. Okay. Selection screen one that is a report. MM01 is a screen. Both places we can use that. Okay. So and we have lock object that we can discuss in next session. Okay.
Okay.